Hello, Power Rangers fans, and welcome back to Rangers of the Universe. I'm Chris, and in this video, I want to continue my Cosmic Fury episode reviews with episode 3, Off Grid. So, this episode is what I like to call the bridge between Dino Fury to Cosmic Fury. Last episode, we left off with the Rangers being transporting to Eridus in their base, a planet that's 3 million away from Earth, and they have no powers and no way home. So the Dino Fury statues, well, except for Ollie's Tricera statue, were destroyed by Lord Zed. Ollie is still evil and with Lord Zed, so the Dino Fury powers are no more. This is last episode, episode 2, was the final episode of the Dino Fury powers. And this episode debuts, so the theme song, first of all, still shows the Dino Fury powers. We don't have the new theme yet, but this episode debuts the brand new Power Rangers Cosmic Fury powers. So, this episode has a lot of filler not really filler, but more of that feel where it's a slow progression moving towards what is the 30th season of Power Rangers Cosmic Fury. So, we have no Q Ranger footage in this episode. Obviously, Q Ranger footage is only being used for Zords. We have no Zord footage in this episode because they didn't have powers till the end of the episode. So, start off with the recap. They're on Eridus, so they're trying to make contact with Earth. So they need to make a telecommunication device, put it out in the wasteland that is Eridus. So Solon creates this device, and the Rangers carry it out there to it, where Billy is with takes the Morphin Master staff to create a machine to try and get powers again, which that definitely comes into play big time. So Billy is off on his own more of this episode. We don't see him morph at all to Mighty Morphin Blue. We do also still see these new things called the Scuttle Worms, which are extremely weird looking. So they're a thing on this planet where they hunt down food. So a big thing of Ions is trying to make food for everybody to eat while they're stranded. Solon is off getting help from Izzy and Fern on how to convert the base from a base to a spaceship so they can fly and leave the planet, because Izzy and Fern were clearing out Billy's bedroom, they found blueprints to a spaceship of converting the base to a ship, which is something Solon had tinkered around with during Zeto's cryogenic freeze for the millions of years. So that's a big thing of it. They're doing a lot of telecommunication device to try and see what's going on Earth. So once they do get that machine up and working, we see the Rangers looking at footage coming from Earth, first of Jane and Jay Borg, that Lord Zed's forces have invaded the planet. They're hitting different cities, Squidrills are appearing, and Ranger teams all over the globe are fighting to protect their city. And then we also see General Shaw from Power Rangers Beast Morphers Grid Battle Force, who she also talks about how Zords can't be used. Lord Zed has set up a special barrier so no Zord can access no Ranger team can access their Zords to destroy the Squidrills. And without the Squidrills destroyed, Sentinels will continue populating, coming out about, no matter how many are beaten down, because Sentinels are created using the Earth's resources, as we learned from episode 1. So we do get a look of what is still going on at Earth. I definitely like this bridge episode and the gap it was, because we did get a look at with Earth. We saw Ollie's mom again. Ollie appeared to her pretending that he was cured and he's just looking for his team, and she shows him the encrypted message she received from Mick. Ninja Steel Red, Kelson Henderson, he appears unmorphed, but Mick says he found Zato on the planet of Levina. So, Zato has been found. Well, he tracked Zato to that planet. He hasn't specifically found Zato yet. That comes into place next episode. But he has tracked Zato to the planet of Levina. And Ollie learns about that secret location by manipulating his mom. And she finds out in the end that Ollie is still evil and going there to destroy Zato. So, we do have that come into play. Ollie working more with Lord Zed, Squillia, and the Squidrills, and their plot of taking over the Earth, invading Earth. So we all do still see factors there of what's going on outside of our main Rangers. But back to that, another dynamic I really loved seeing this episode was Billy and Javi's. Billy's definitely played that mentor role to Javi since Javi's lost his arm. Billy's definitely helping him adjust. So Javi tries playing guitar again, but because of the metal arm, he keeps breaking the strings. So we see Billy help him out restringing the guitar and tuning it under Javi's direction. So I definitely love the mentor-mentee relationship that they have going on and developing. And, Chance Perez is doing a phenomenal job. These first 3 episodes, he has been a huge standout to me. Just in the type of acting he has to use. As somebody who he has both of his arms, the actor does, but playing a character that only has one arm and the emotional depth you have to go through and the changes of your emotion, losing something that you've used all of your life and now being without it and having to adjust. So Chance Perez has definitely been a huge standout for me these past 3 episodes, and just the journey we're seeing him go on of the changes that are happening. And I absolutely love what they did with his and Javi's and Billy's mentor-mentee relationship of trying to figure this out. And this episode was also great seeing more of, at the end of this episode, as I said, we see the Cosmic Fury powers. But this episode across it too, they have the worry about Ion's extremely troubled by still losing Zato, and that's delved upon a lot. And Amelia is doing as best as she can to keep the team together in their most dire need. They have no way home right now. They have no Ranger powers. And Amelia is stepping up to that leadership role and showing that more and more. So I love this episode, the bridge that it was, showing Amelia in that role. And then at the end of the episode, when we see Billy come out, he finally comes out of his room. He doesn't know they've been going at it with the Scuttleworms all episode. He didn't see any of that. So he comes out and he has 6 brand new morphers. He introduces the Cosmic Fury morphers that Billy created. And I absolutely love this scene. I think it was such a great redemption for his character, because an unofficial thing of in Power Rangers Zeo, when Billy goes off on his own, all the other Rangers thought he was the Gold Zeo Ranger. I mean, fans thought he was the Gold Zeo Ranger. And then they said he was doing a special project. That special project he was working on in Zeo was the Turbo Powers, but because of how things went down during that spawn area, the reasons David left the show, the Turbo Powers, they never gave an official how they came about. They just happened. They just came there. But unofficially, Billy Cranston created the Turbo Powers. So I love that there was this redemption of he creates the Cosmic Fury powers using residual grid energy from their Dino Fury keys, which he first figures this out using the Dino Freeze key, the Terra Freeze Zord. So he learns about the residual grid energy and harnesses that to create the the Cosmic Fury morphers, 6 of them. And then he creates a machine that utilizes the power of the Morphin Master staff with the grid energy from the Dino Fury keys, the residual grid energy, to create the Cosmic Fury orbs for them to be able to morph with the Cosmic Fury powers. Now, 6 morphers, 6 orbs. 2 of those orbs are left. 2 of those orbs Solon takes to give to Zato and Ollie when they eventually return. When they find Zato and Ollie, they cure him from being evil. So that is our ending plot point where Billy finally introduces these powers, and I absolutely love that scene. I think the morphing sequence is extremely cool. I really do like the design of the morphers. I think it's got a cool design. Does it throw back to, the dino part of it and that, 30 years ending on that dinosaur note. But the Cosmic Fury, the power that is Cosmic Fury, it's its own separate entity, which I really do love and enjoy. I love that they gave this to Billy, of creating the powers, being that mentor role. Billy's definitely an amazing mentor to the team, and I love the relationship he has with them and the role it takes. I think Billy was a perfect decision to have in this season, and I think it definitely shows in full force. This episode I really did enjoy as a bridge between seasons kind of thing. I think it was a good introduction of, we had that last episode that was that closure to the Dino Fury, and this did that bridge to, okay, yes, Dino Fury was a thing for the past 2 years, but this is Power Rangers Cosmic Fury, and I absolutely really enjoyed it. Just we have that scene of they get the Cosmic Fury orbs. Ion even notes he finally matches the rest of them. He has the same morphers that the others do. The morphing sequence was extremely cool. And you see in the Cosmic Fury orb too, I love that you see like the dinosaur itself like screaming out. I think that's an extremely cool feature. I really do love the graphic of that. So I really enjoyed that. And we see the suits of Cosmic Fury. So we then see when they fully morph Cosmic Fury red, black, green, and gold. And as soon as they morph, they automatically suit up with their own personal weapons. And it's definitely a fun after sequence. I really do enjoy this sequence where, you have them morphing and then you have them just scream out Cosmic Fury power. And they all have their personal weapons. And immediately you have Izzy's holding her Tiger Claws. You have the Mosa Razor Blaster that Ion talks about. The Stego Spike. I absolutely love the Stego Spike axe. That's honestly my personal favorite. Javi's, I really do enjoy that one. I think it is an extremely cool design to it. And Amelia's Inklo Hammer. Her Inklo Hammer is extremely cool as well. Honestly reminds me of Marvel, Mjolnir, Thor's hammer. So I really do enjoy the personal weapons. I think they all look absolutely amazing. And you have immediately the other three notice the change in Amelia's color. And Amelia notices her staff and was like, this is a very dark shade of pink. So you have her on morph, her helmet disappears, and you just have her realize that her color is not pink anymore, it's red. And the others say how red looks great on her. Izzy says it, and she asks, does that mean Zato's? The fact that she has red, does that mean Zato's gone for good? And Billy tells her that, which the last time we had a change in color in Super Mega Force, there's a simple explanation for that. It is cleared up where Billy tells Amelia the fact that her color changed from pink to red must mean that the Morphin Grid found something special in her, and the Morphin Grid reacted to that, giving her the power of the Red Ranger. So the Morphin Grid is to explain. Unlike Gosei's, there's a simple explanation for that. So it was the Morphin Grid. It was the Morphin Grid selecting that. They found something special, and this was the color that matched them more. So, and even I loved how the others reacted to it. Like Javi saying she's always looking out for them, and she deserves it. Because Amelia, during Dino Fury, the evolution, character development she's had, she is extremely deserving of the Red Ranger powers, and I really enjoy the Cosmic Fury suits. I love the personal weapons, and overall, I think this was a great ending. I think this was a great episode ending. We end with them getting these new powers. The powers look absolutely amazing, and it's definitely been the first 3 episodes I've definitely enjoyed so far. They did a phenomenal job. I mean, the morphing sequence, I personally really enjoy it. I love the graphics of it. The flip they do in it, they go like that, and their helmet shoots down. Like, I enjoyed the Dino Fury morphing sequence, but I like the Cosmic Fury one. The fact that it's the slow progression of the suit, rushes to them, and the energy that unveils with them. And even in the Cosmic Fury orb, when you see the Dino head show, it's just a lot went into the CGI, the graphics, everything of this where you show the work was definitely put into it. I mean, the progression of everything, Billy having that redemption of creating the morphers. Overall, it was just a fantastic play in it, and it definitely had me extremely excited for the season. Obviously by now the season's been out for over a month. I've watched it multiple times all the way through again. And overall, I really love the season, and this episode was that great entry point into what is Power Rangers Cosmic Fury. Episode 1 and 2 felt still a lot of Dino Fury because we were still using the Dino Fury powers. But this is where it really felt like, okay, this is Power Rangers Cosmic Fury. Episode 3 finally felt like we were on that 30th chapter, that 30th season, and I definitely thoroughly enjoyed the progression that it took of leading us to these suits, and I think it was handled very well. You know, I liked how we didn't get them till the end of the episode 3. I'm fine with that. I think it was better doing that slow roll progression of bringing in the new suits than starting it off episode 1. You've got the new suits all 10 episodes. I really loved the bridge that we had between the seasons. So that is all for my review of episode 3, Off Grid, of Power Rangers Cosmic Fury. You know, we leave off with them suiting up with the Cosmic Fury suits, and that's all for this video review. So be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell for notifications. Also, be sure to follow us on Instagram at Rangers_of_the_universe for all channel news and updates. Now, I will be out next week. I will be off at Ranger Stop Orlando, so I'm going to have a bunch of Ranger Stop Orlando content coming to the channel and footage from the show, so be sure to tune in for that. Even before there's videos on the channels, on Instagram, I'll have tons of Ranger Stop Orlando. I'll be walking around. I have a press badge to it, so I'm extremely looking forward to that. I'm extremely excited. But once I get back from that, the rest of my Cosmic Fury review videos will start rolling in. I want to end the year with, I want to finish off my Cosmic Fury reviews by the end of this year. You know, we've got the rest of November and all of December, so I do plan on getting to the remaining 7 episodes of Cosmic Fury before the year ends. So be sure to stay tuned for all Power Rangers, Super Sentai, and Tokusatsu content. Also, Ranger Stop Orlando yesterday just announced their last guests, Jared Turner, Tarek, Void Knight, Void King, a personal favorite of mine, so I'm extremely excited. Can't wait. So be sure to hit that follow button on the channel to see footage of Ranger Stop Orlando. Make you decide if you want to go when the next Ranger Stop convention happens. So tune in and see you soon with more content.